Hi, my name's Brenda Ardern and I'm really excited that I've got the opportunity to audition for the position of Redken artist. This is the first time I've done something like this, and yeah, I really hope you enjoy what I've got in store for you. This is Harriet. Harriet is my awesome model for today, and I wanted to begin by talking to you about what we've done earlier with the colour. My favourite thing to do is what I call kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope colour is a seamless colour design that you can use on all hair types, particularly medium lengths to longer lengths. I find that the colour selection, you can do something bold such as a black and a red, or a dark violet and a very pale blonde. Or for blondes, if you're just looking for a multi-tonal look, you can use a variation of lighter colours to create that. So I've gone through, I've used the hot cross bun sectioning, I've done a big retouch, you might say, and then here comes the fun part. Once you've done that, you can come through and using zigzag sectioning patterns, you can easily just distribute the hair in whichever way that you think is going to suit your client or your model. I like to either use directly straight down the middle for good distribution pattern, or maybe their natural parting. So once you've done your one through the middle here, you can come through and then zigzag out smaller sections such as this. If I just lift that out, you can see here that we've got some of the majority colour, then we've gone through with our zigzag and we have some of our lighter colour, and then again a little bit of the darker colour. So with the application, it's just so simple and really creative. Now, this was the end of my first segment, and I wanted to let you know that I am a little bit nervous, but I think I'm warming up to the camera. So our next section is going to be on the cutting. So what I'm going to do now is just show you a little bit of the type of cutting styles that I like to do, and we're just going to vamp up this hairstyle just a tiny wee bit. I really like to just go and remove little bits of weight, chipping in, no hard lines. I'm actually really happy with how this shape is sitting, and when I'm happy with how it already looks, I like to just come in and take out what I think needs to be done. So a little bit of weight, slicing in and using some scissor technique. Another little hot tip that I think works really well for this style of cutting is when you look at this here and think, I think that looks good, but what about when it's moving down the street? Like, how is it going to look when Harriet's walking downtown, she's moving her head, maybe it's windy? So I like to do a little thing called the shape test, and the shape test basically shows me where extra weight is in the hair, and that's where I think that we need to personalise a little bit more with the haircut. So if you just want to give me a little bit of a rock star shape there, great, thank you Harriet. So you can really see how that's moving. When I look at the hair now that it has moved, I think we've got this section here, so I tend to pick that up, just give it an extra touch. Same thing here, important not to go back through and comb it. This sort of styling is more looking at how does it fall, how does it move, what is this hair doing. Essentially the type of styling and hair cutting I like to do is what we see out on the street. Modern techniques, looking at hair, how does it move, what is it doing, what is it saying. Is it whispering to us, is it talking to us, or is it just yelling from the other side of the road? Now, this bit's going to be really fun. I really want to be able to let people know that you don't have to have long hair to have your hair put up. I think people do get caught up on the fact that they think, I need a really long, luscious hair to make something look really street, cool and edgy. And I wanted to just show you a couple of really fast techniques. So what I'm going to do is just going to add some movement to this section. Okay, just showing you some really simple technique here. Just grabbing your hair, popping in your straightener, and just giving that direct roll. You can see that's just giving you some nice volume and a little bit of curl coming through. If you're actually, researching around at the moment, looking in magazines, I do a lot of magazine research, I like to call it, mostly just looking at pictures, not really reading the articles, and also on my phone. I love it. I'm on Twitter. I follow a lot of designers on Instagram. That's probably the easiest one for research and development, I find. What we're seeing in magazines and in celebrity styling at the moment is the hair that's, they've probably spent 2 hours making it look like that, but to be honest, it doesn't really look like they've done a heck of a lot to it. It's kind of like the no makeup look for hair, but the no makeup look takes, what, an hour to apply. and the same with the hair. Okay, so another hot fave is the iron shape. With this, to get some really awesome results with the texturizing, or the heat texturizer, crimper, sandia, whatever, actually you can use a generous amount of this in there, actually wet it, and then don't be afraid when you hear that sizzling, because that is actually just the product, not Harriet's hair. And I just wanted to give you a couple of examples of the different types of texture that can be created. So this looks really strong, you can really see all of this movement coming through, it's showing off the colour, and it looks really new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through and add texture all the way through this front section. I'm going to do one hard one and one soft one, just so you can see a bit of a balance and some different ideas coming through. So you can see by not using as much heat protection through this area, it's given us a much softer looking texture, but that's really going to be looking really cool. So you can see what I've created there now. A couple of different ideas you can do. If you really like the look of this harder texture, you can actually just leave it quite hard and actually then go ahead and pin it up. Now, pretty buns. We got a whole heap of these things, and we've still got a whole heap of these things. I just wanted to show you a new way of how you can use these. So get the pretty bun, get some decent scissors, and voila, given it a cut, it's turned into a sausage. So this could be placed anywhere in the hair, through here, maybe down here, maybe in the front. So this is the pattern that I've already made earlier. This is the sort of size that I'm going to use on Harriet's hair. I'm just going to show you this cool edgy streak here up. Before I even get in there, don't forget our new signature look, the ruffle up. Now this new product is just, it's like nothing I've ever tried before. Goes on wet, gets in there dry. So nice little fingerful of that. And this is really going to help to give us a bit more hair preparation. So really ruffle it up, get some hair texture in there. Alright, now get your pretty bun sausage. Think, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, I'm going to flip this here over, and we're just going to do it, and it's going to look cool. So going in with our hair clips. So we've got that nice and secure in there, and now what I'm going to do is just flip this here over. So I really like what's happening with the front. It's a little bit coming down over to the side, but we have prepared that separately. So just using this new texture that I've got over here, just going to grab a little bit of that here, tiny bit comb if you need to. Like I said, we're going for a cool, trendy, rough and ready. Now poke that in underneath, grab another bobby pin, straight in. Now also, the great thing about the padding is that the hair is actually secured to the padding, and it's going to last all night long, and it creates a really nice shape through there. Cool, so when I am showing, I am teaching younger stylists just coming into hairdressing, I find that with their back combing, they think doing a lot of that teasing is where it's at. Importantly, I find for back combers, actually push down right into the roots and then lift the comb out. Pushing up and down like that doesn't really achieve the results that you want, so you can really see how that's given it a lot more texture. Look in the mirror as well. I think the stylists sometimes get a bit confused by coming around and looking into the front of the hair and just not knowing where to go next. Another hot tip, you can see I'm just twisting and turning that clip into there. You twist and turn, it gets knotted into the hair, and then it disappears. Same thing through here, good foundation, and in it goes. And then you can have a little bit of a play there as well. If we're doing something a little bit more, slick and soft, we could really just pull this back, put it really soft, or rock it up a little bit. If she was going somewhere really classy, you could spend a bit of time with more finishing, getting some really neat finishing through these sides, or again, just soft, rough and ready. Really modern. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and just a quick overview of everything we've done for you today. The kaleidoscope colour, really inventive, easy sectioning pattern, multi-tonal results, good for all hair types from medium to longer lengths. You can really get some good variation with using colours that are like and colours that are quite different, so really dark, really light, or a really multi-tonal subtle result like what we've done for you today. My cutting techniques, I really like looking at the overall shape of what someone's hair is. Hey, if I don't have a good shape, clearly you're going to make them a new one, but actually looking at how does it move, how does it look, how do we want it to sit. When anyone's walking down the street, you want people to think, wow, her hair is amazing, I want that. That's the sort of label you want out there. Also too, just showing you a little bit of versatility that you can actually put up here. It doesn't have to be really long, but this looks really edgy, it's modern, it was really fast to prep, so it's something you could do quickly after a haircut in the salon. So I hope I've given you some really good ideas of simplifying some techniques. We know that in the world we live in, our clients are busy, we're busy, we just want them to look good and we don't need to take all day doing it. Awesome, so thanks again Harriet for being an awesome model, and also to Redken for this fantastic opportunity, and yeah, hopefully I get to see you guys in Auckland. Thanks.